John Galas is the sporting director, the head coach of Lane United FC, the new soccer club in town, and your first match is on Friday. Yep. You're playing in the PDL, which is the fourth level of American soccer. A lot of people probably aren't familiar with what that is and what the league is and how the structure works. So let's start off there. What are you guys? What is this club? What league do you play in?
Well, you mentioned it. We play in the PDL, which is a division of USL soccer. And that is considered, I said, the third professional league, USL, in the U.S. behind MLS and the NASL. PDL serves as an under-23 age category for the USL. And we have basically a short season. That's about a 2.5, 3-month season. So we kind of equate it to sort of short season, rookie baseball. So we're in that fourth tier of American soccer. It's a very competitive level. It's a very high level, comprised of a lot of Division I players, a lot of former professionals that still play because we are allowed a certain amount of overage players. So it's a very competitive league, and it'll be great in Eugene here.
First year for you guys. What's it been like getting this going, getting it off the ground? I know you played a few exhibitions last summer, but heading into the first full season for you guys.
Well, it's been a long process, without question, from starting with a vision to put a team here and finding an ownership group that would support that and actually getting the franchise itself. And that was an arduous task to get the money behind this organization. Once we had that, and you mentioned the preseason friendly we had last year, which I wasn't a part of, but it was a showcase of the level and the commitment of soccer in this community and that this level could be supported by the fans. And once we had that under our belt, and once we saw that, it was a green light from there, moving forward. And, we've got a tremendous ownership with Dave Elmore from the M's, Joe Haas from Haas Financial Group, and several smaller owners and local businessmen that have supported us. And since then, we've hit the ground running with sponsorships and just trying to raise awareness that we're here and we're not going anywhere. And want to play a high level of soccer, and we start Friday night.
You guys will be playing at the Willamette Center. What's the setup there? Most people that have been there, there's not a stadium there or wasn't a stadium there. So what have you guys done to turn it into a home pitch for Lane United?
Well, Willamette's been fantastic, and we've had many talks with various people in both Springfield communities, Eugene communities about a home venue. And Willamette kept coming back to us and working with us to really create a neat environment, and they've put in over 1,000 bleachers on the west field at 32nd and Main. They've constructed a fence that partitions the two fields, the east and west field, and that'll serve as banners for our sponsors. And they've created a real intimate environment. We'll have a beer garden with our title sponsor Oakshire. We'll have concessions that are run through the M's.
One of the appeals to soccer in the Pacific Northwest that people know about is the fan support. People see Providence Park with the Timbers. They see CenturyLink with the Sounders, and the atmosphere at those matches obviously won't be the same number-wise.
It'll be just the same. Just the same.
What do you guys hope for a fan experience for Lane United FC? Are you trying to replicate what people see on TV with the Timbers Army, or maybe experience with the Timbers Army up in Portland, but here in Eugene?
That's a good question. I think we're walking into this knowing we're going to have a great fan base. We want to provide family entertainment. We want to serve as family entertainment for those that want something affordable and a good, fun, safe environment. But I think you're also going to see a real passionate fan base. This is a great soccer community, both Springfield and Eugene. We have tons of kids playing. We have families that support soccer in this community. I think you're going to see a section of real passionate fans from our Red Aces supporters group, and they might get a little crazy and have a little fun, which is to be expected. It's a real passionate sport. It's a fan-driven sport, and we're very excited to have both sort of casual fan, family, and Red Aces there to support us.
Long-term, what's the vision for the club?
Long-term, we would like to turn this into a USL Pro franchise and have a full professional men's soccer team here in Eugene, Springfield.
What's it going to take to get there?
Well, we'll take fans in the seats on May 16th to see if we can develop and grow that fan base. It'll take sponsorship. It'll take continued support from our ownership group. And ultimately, we'll need a bigger venue to play in, because I think you'll see that our fans will come out in droves and we need a bigger venue, and that's something we're exploring now, and hopefully we'll be in that position in a few years to be able to fill that void.
I know you guys have been in discussions about, or vocal at least, about Civic Stadium and the potential of turning that into a home venue for Lane United FC with the recent developments in the Civic Stadium saga, you could say. Where does that put you guys and your vision of possibly making that a home ground for you?
I throw my hands up on that one. It seems like it's a long way away. Certainly supportive of anything that goes on at Civic. We would love to be a tenant there. A lot of that's out of our hands. If something would happen where we could play at Civic, it'd be phenomenal for us, I think for the community. But right now we're extremely happy with where we're at, and it'll serve our purpose for the next 3 years, and hopefully we'll be in a position where we can sit down with leaders in both communities and come up with a viable solution for us.
Friday night, Lane United FC versus the Seattle Sounders U23 team at Willamette Sports Center, the debut of Lane United FC in Eugene Springfield on this Friday night. John Galas, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
On
Appreciate
Sports
it.
Extra.
Thank you.